Hi there, it's Mary with Mary's Stampin' Cafe. Hope you're doing okay tonight, and I hope our technology is going to behave. Excuse me. I'm getting everything all set up here, and I hope my friends that came last night and had trouble with the technology with me will be okay and will be back here tonight. I've got some great things I'm sharing. Do, 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 do. Hey Linda, hey Teresa. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How am I feeling? Pretty good, yeah. Um, Feeling like eating more things now, and I actually worked today, and not much coughing, not much blowing my nose, even though I still sound. Hello, Cindy. Hello, hello. Yeah, feeling better. I look kind of crazy. I went to our old building this afternoon and I was looking through some boxes and stuff for a couple of families who were hoping to get some of the the physical materials. And, we had purchased those materials like 3 years ago, like 20, COVID. Hello, Rhonda. Welcome. And, yeah. But some of the stuff, has changed. And so I'm getting what I can. Okay. I've got those captions going. Captions must just be like an automatic thing. I don't know. Ah. So I hope everybody's doing well. I am definitely feeling better. Have more energy. Hey, Bee and Bun. And Bee, Friday I have off, so I can. I'm going to be in Bremerton dropping off some shoes to my daughter, and so I can pop by your place and drop off your yummy, your bakeware stuff of the yummies you had made. Hi, Miss Lynn. Birthday girl from yesterday. Happy birthday again. Wish I had remembered soon enough. I would have sent you out a card, but I didn't remember soon enough. So, you know. Oh, 602, and I've got a bunch of friends here. Thank you, guys. Little Sharon, give me a little thumbs up. All those things. Has anyone received different color pretty peacocks? I'm guessing that one of them are Lost Lagoon. Huh. Received different color pretty peacocks, I guess. Huh? Huh. Yeah, pretty peacocks are much darker than Lost Lagoon. Anyhow, I'm going to switch over my camera here. Oh, it's so good tonight. Isn't it nice that the technology is working? Well, what I did, you guys, is I actually unplugged that monitor for when I do lives. It is just too... I tested again last night with both monitors and it was fine, but it just was too hard for me. So I'm like, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so I'm just going to show you real quick here this card. I'm going to be doing up this card with you guys, but the techniques tonight are using our blending brushes and different colors and things to create some fabulous projects using the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. Now, I'm telling you guys, this is a great deal. This is in the September to December mini, and I can't remember the price. Oh, somebody has their catalog. Oh, different color lids, but all labeled Pretty Peacock. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's weird. I will take a look at things and see what's going on there. You might have to call Stampin' Up, Teresa. But this particular set of the masks have, what's really nice, they have these notches. So when you're doing your layering for, saying, doing your beautiful sunflowers or just flowers, any colors you want them to be, you can, they will layer over perfectly from one to the other, which is really great. And they also have numbers on them. I'm looking for my numbers to know which you do first, second, and third in your layers, which is really cool. Then you have leaves, and you have the herringbone that you can do as a background, our beautiful leaves, and snowflakes. So it's an all-season masking set, and I just think that is fantastic, and the price is really great. I think it's like, I don't even know. I'd have to grab it. I don't have a September one here that I could tell you what the price is on it, but it's not bad at all. And I'm actually thinking about doing something special with those. So let's go ahead and get going on those. So it is the last day of, no, tomorrow's the last day of August. August 31st, yeah. So I'm going to be using Garden Green as my base today. I'm also going to use the Irresistible Blooms for my sentiment on this particular card. And I just love this wavy trim. I just think it's so cool. It just adds so much texture and just gives a little added something of organic naturalness to your card. Now I'm also using a color that doesn't seem to be very popular with a lot of people, but it is the Wild Wheat. And this card right here, actually I used some wild wheat in this, and you're probably thinking, oh, but I really think that's beautiful. I love it. Well, yes, because the wild wheat actually is very nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold my base of my card. It's 5.5 by 8.5. I did not score it. So there you go. I just used my fingernail. Now it's scored. And then my layer is my wild wheat, which is 5.25 by 4. There's your first layer. I then have a basic white 3.75 by 5, which is your next layer. Hey, Jolene. Hello, Shar from Wisconsin. Hello, V. Hello, Colleen. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate that. All right, and then of course something for the inside, right? So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down right there, and I'm going to do a little bit of some washi tape, you guys. Now it's fine to do it on this actual piece of the basic white. When it comes to using one of the other masks that goes over the whole thing, I won't want to do that, but I'll show you what I'll do instead. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the sunflower and start with my very first one. And I am going to go ahead. Do I want it this way? No, I want it this way. So you can turn it either way. It doesn't matter which way you go on it. This is actually kind of a back side of it. This is a front side of it. So I'll go this way this time. And here. Now you can do this and use it just the way it is, but think about doing these flowers and then cutting the flowers out. That would be fun too. So I'm just doing a little bit of my washi tape, you guys know, so I can, oh, that's kind of low on the screen. Let me go ahead and push up here so it's not so far down. There we are. Now, I have my little caddy here with a bunch of my blending brushes that I'm using for this. There, that's up just a nice farther so you can see it better. So I'm going to start, and I need to look here. I think that's my pumpkin pie, so I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to start with my crushed curry. So basically I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm going to go around the whole thing. And just like we do before, start off so you don't get the big blob. Like I got a big blob on my flower right here. Didn't mean to do that. And you can go back over this as many times as you want to get as dark as you want. You don't have to be careful with this. You can go in different directions. Brush it. I want to get some places darker than others. I want to keep my tips a little lighter. And there we go. We got some crushed curry in there. Okay, great, Bee. Oh, you just got, oh, they were $10.50. Yeah. Hey, Tammy, $10.50. Oh, thanks, Rhonda, for sharing. $10.50 is an awesome price for all of those. I mean, it's just amazing. All right. And then here's that wild wheat. And woohoo, you are right. Wild wheat is very, very wheat colored, and it's quite dark. So I'm just going to come where the circle centers are, and I'm just going to go ahead and start adding a little bit of color. There we go. And then fanning out just a little tiny bit. I don't want to cover the whole flower there with the wild wheat. I just want to give it some intensity in the center. And notice these centers are staying white because they're the mask. So you're not getting anything in there. So now that I've done that, I want to come back with my crushed curry and freshen that up. So it'll tone down some of that wild wheat, so that wild wheat is not so strong. But I do want that wild wheat a little stronger here. There we are. Okay, are you ready to see? Are you ready to see what we got? I'm excited to see what we have. All right, so I'm going to take my washi tape and put it aside to use again. Always use your washi tape more than once. And, ooh, there they are. So look at that pretty tones of colors that you have there. Isn't that nifty? You can see the wild wheat deepening in here, but then we've got our crushed curry. It's going out lighter around the outside there. Isn't it nice? So pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and set it back in. And then I'm going to grab our circle centers. And remember, I had it going just like this, and so my notch was over here. So I want to go ahead and do the same thing and have the notch right here. And you can see how those lay over just perfectly. Just about perfectly. Come on, you can do it. So, boy, I tell you what, once you start playing with these, so good. All right, so now I'm going to use the pumpkin pie. I want a pumpkin pie center because it's so fun. Now, where is my pumpkin pie blend? Right here. So my pumpkin pie. Now remember, it's the center that's open now. And so I want to start off because I don't want to totally go crazy in the center. But if you want to get it smooth, just go circle, circle, circle around it. It'll smooth out. You can have some lighter and some darker. And there's my pumpkin pie. So fun. And what's really great about these stencils, you guys, these masks, they wash right under the sink. You just rinse them and the ink just falls right off. Now we've got that very interesting third one. which gives you this center, I would call it the center seeds. I don't know what to call it, what else to call it, but that. There we are. I should keep my masking tape a little closer to myself. And now I need to think of what am I gonna use for that. I had pumpkin pie. I'm gonna go back with my crushed curry. Let's do our crushed curry. I don't know that crushed curry is gonna show, but maybe it will. Let's see. Trying to think of what I used on my other card that I created with it, and I don't remember. I have all my ink pads out here, but not sure. Yes, it does go really great. Hey, Susan. Welcome. Glad you made it back. Let me just stick that on my computer. There we go. Oh, so we have September 6th is the date for the mini catalog to go live. Now my masks are icky, so I'm going to set those aside. Oh, yes. I didn't use a right color for that at all. So you know what? I'm going to put that under, and I need to do it again. And I need to do a color that's going to work for it. It's got to be a different color. It's got to be like a brighter color or something. Let me see. Because that just did not work out at all. Well, what would I have used, you guys? Something lighter, maybe. What's on that? Let's see what Calypso Coral does. Calypso Coral is not going to work, I don't think. Let's see. All right. I'm afraid. Oh, it did good. It did good. All right. Yes, that's what I had done. So for this last one, you want it to be a darker color than what you did your centers, because the lighter part, those lighter rings, you guys, that is actually the pumpkin pie. That's the lighter. And so now that deep dark, where you see the dark little circles and the dark center, that is the Calypso Coral that I just used. And so it's just got a great effect, doesn't it? So fun. Okay. Now, here comes the next part. We got these leaves. Now, you guys, the leaves are interesting. Wait a minute. Where'd you go, leaves? Get back here, leaves. Now, here are the leaves. And if I put the leaves down here and I do the leaves just as they are, this is what I get. Leaf, leaf, leaf. I get like a partial, partial, partial. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. What you need to know is they kind of are just there and they're floating a little bit. This little leaf is kind of funky and fun. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, but I want it to kind of look like the leaf is coming from the sunflower. So it's going to go there. You can do them however you want. You can also say, I'm not going to do it that way. I would like this little leaf to come out right here, or I would like the leaf to come over this way. Totally up to you how you want to do that. But I am going to use this the way that it is designed, so you can see. And I lost a piece of washi. And I do not want any sliding. You guys know that. And you all know we have washi tape all over the place, right? I know you guys do. Hey, Sherry, thank you. Now, what I'm going to do here is I want some different tones. So I've got my garden green, which is my base, but I'm also pulling in some old olive. So what I'm going to do is old olive, even though it's earthier, it's still lighter than the garden green. So I'm going to start with my old olive, and I want to be careful because I don't want to go real dark. And what's going to happen when I get in there with my garden green is quite bright and it is very deep. In this particular pad that I have, it's also very rich. So this is where it gets kind of fun. All right, so now I'm getting my garden green here, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna really kind of get, not over the whole thing, I'm gonna kind of doing this little backward C movement here because I want there to be different tones of color. It's going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to touch a bit of it. And then here too, I'm going to come down over the top and around a bit. And try to leave some of that not shaded over. So the old olive is standing on its own in some of that. Okay, so my hope is that we're going to get a couple of toned leaves with varying degrees of color. That is my hope. And I know I did, so I know it's going to be successful. So then let's take it off and ooh, looky there. So now can you see how this leaf, it has kind of the old olive and then it's deepening into that garden green. Same thing here. I have a bit of that old olive in here and then it's deepening into the garden green. Can you see that shift and how pretty that is? Now you guys, you think, okay, it's a beautiful sunflower fall card. What, it's not very versatile. Hello, do you know how many different colors you could do? Try out some different colors like pinks. Try Calypso Coral with petal pink and go bright with a melon mambo or something like that. Try some different colors. I will play with it more and I'll come up with some different colors too and share for different seasons. Now, one thing I really love to do is I love to add something else going on here. So I have a crushed curry Stampin' Right marker. I love my Stampin' Right markers for lots of reasons. One, I can use them to color on rubber stamps. So if you have an image of flowers and leaves, you can color your flowers with your Stampin' Right marker yellow and then bring a green in and color it with the green. Give a good wet huff of air on it and stamp, and you've got a beautiful image that's different colors. So that's one reason I really love to use my Stampin' Right markers. You can't do it on photopolymer though, only on the rubber. But here's another thing. I take my brush tip and the lid to my marker and I'm going to splatter. Depending upon how hard I flick, I will get more concentration of splatters. So I move it around. And there's nothing like some splatter to add a bunch of texture to your card. So here you go. Can you see the splatters I've added? So here's another idea for you. If you have your spritzers, the spritzer bottles, you can put like some dazzling diamonds or the little glitter, the small little, ooh, a berry color in mauve. Ooh, that would be a good one, huh? It doesn't, now this is a Stampin' Right marker. It's not the blend, it's a Stampin' Right marker. And you know what? My marker, the brush tips of the Stampin' Right markers are very strong. And I don't do it very often, but it doesn't do anything. If you see my tip here, it's still perfectly fine. It's just fine. So the Stampin' Blends alcohol base, I wouldn't use your Stampin' Blends because they're alcohol based. They're the tips are more fragile. Just saying. The Stampin' Right markers are very sturdy. But if you have your spritzer bottle, another thing you can do is put re-inker into it, a little bit of water, and then like our little glitter or dazzling diamonds or anything like that, you can put some of that down in with it, shake it up, and spritz on your card. You'll get a splatter look like this, and you'll also get a little glimmer in it. That's another thing to think about. It's to think about, oh, okay, I know I can use my spritzer bottle for something like that, right? Exactly. Now, the other thing I need here, you guys, oh, look how pretty that is with the garden green base. I just need some white here. There we go. And my garden green for the sentiment, of course. And I am using the sentiment that says, I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. So I will just put a plural on that and say my friends. I appreciate you guys all joining me to have fun doing this, because it is so much more fun to stamp with people. I know, I love the splatter. I've been seeing some people then running this whole thing through an embossing folder, and I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to give it, again, kind of that organic look. So I think the spritzing just adds so much. My goodness, you guys, the colors of this card are so good. So good. Now, of course, I'm not doing any type of... let me look for a second. I'm just going to trim it, I think. Because I do have this one right here from the, the autumn leaves. Oh, good, great, till I get to this one, you guys. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it. But I don't know. Yeah, see, that's not long enough. Okay. Sometimes I just like a strip, right? Don't have to get all fancy with the die cutting. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim up here a little bit to clean it up, get it a little bit more the size it needs to be. Plus, you're using then your scraps of white. Which is so good. Because whenever you cut cardstock for cards, you end up with scraps. You know it. I always save my white strips. You always can have thin strips for words, thicker strips for words, or even for die cutting, right? Sorry you're late, that's all right. But let's bring in this inside right here, you guys, and let's grab the sunflower again. And let's do this. Let's get that one right there. And we can do our really quick little crushed curry action. We can get our, I'm not even re-inking anything. I'm gonna have to with my mauve here. I mean my wheat. It's not wanting to cooperate. There we go. Ooh, don't move it. Stay. There we go. Oh, look at that pretty flower. And then remember our center, we used pumpkin pie. Write down this color combination, you guys. I'm telling you, pumpkin pie. Oops. Use the right blending brush. Pumpkin pie. There we go. Ooh, I love it. It's got a little deepness right there. So good. And then remember for this last one, I'm like, what did I do? And remembered, oh, you needed to use something darker, not lighter. And so we used our Calypso Coral. Bam. Oh, it's so good. All right, you guys. Crushed curry, wild wheat, pumpkin pie, Calypso Coral. Did you write it down? Because it's so good. So good. And I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. Thank you. Or no, because you would be writing a note to your friend. That's right. That's right. You would. Now, we got to finish this card. Got too much going on here. Too much to do. Thanks for sharing, Michelle. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'd love to get more friends joining in. You bet. That garden green is such the bomb. So good. All right, so let's get this. Oh, close this. Yikes. Let's get this wavy trim. Let me put my blending brushes back in the basket here. We do not need them floating all over the place. Just going to bring this in to see where I need to trim it. We'll say there. I might have to adjust it, but that's okay. Now what's going to happen with this is I am going to need the mini glue dots. This package of mini glue dots, yikes. You guys know what I'm going to say. Darn glue dots are on the wrong side of the... I don't know if that was a mistake in production or what, but a little annoying. So I just needed 3. And it's going to come down right here. Kind of come across. But go straight across. Then this is going to get dimensionals. So for those of you who are customers and not demonstrators, what is your first thing that's going to go on your order when you get to shop beginning on the 6th? I wish I would have made that a little skinnier, because on my card here that you see, I did manage to make it even skinnier. But boy, what a difference using the garden green background, right? So nice. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta put the inside in the card. So Lynn, you guys seem to have a fun birthday. So you enjoying those little ice creams in your Facebook post. Those look so yummy. And I know I should have a wild wheat layer in here, and I think I planned to, but you see I do not have it. But that's okay. I like my inside to have a nice big border around. So there you are, card 1, Beautiful, isn't it? So you're right, Shar. Your suggestion using the mauve, the pinks and the mauve would be really good. Um, I'm not going to do that tonight because I want to use the other seasons of the masks, right? Oh, you love them both? Yeah. They're it's interesting if we can see the difference in coloring. My one with the garden greens actually seems deeper in color than the one on the with the, but yeah, they're kind of opposite reflections of each other. But you can do these out and then cut your flowers out and then use your flowers separately or bunch them together. You don't have to keep it as the 3 flowers just like that. All right, let's get on to card number 2. Let me reorganize my colors here. All right. Project number 2. You guys, you know it. The autumn leaves. So, oop, hold on, my washi tape is tearing up my mat. There we go. All about autumn, yeah. So these dies, I'm telling you right now, once you start die cutting out some of these leaves, you just can't stop, right? So you have all these different these leaves here that you just can do. And of course you have the ones that you can cut out your stamped images. So I was die cutting out and I just kept going and kept going. And then I said, well, I need some of the veins, and I decided to do the veins, those dies of the veins for the leaves, sorry, in the new gold and copper metallic paper, and it's so cool looking. They are so cool, and I just couldn't stop. So I have a whole bunch of those. The white is just because the backside is white of the. So I have a whole I have a whole bunch of those, which I'm going to set over there. And then in this beautiful little bowl I've got a bunch of the die cut leaves. Now these are just the outline ones, right? And so there's not going to be anything on them unless you stamped the stamped images. But then there's the builder ones though. Look at these. I wouldn't say they're the builder ones. They're just the ones that are additional. And I went ahead and I did crushed curry and old olive and Cajun craze and calypso coral. And look at all these fun little leaves. They are so fun. And there's the tiny little ones too. So like these tiny. And then of course, I still had more of my strip of that coppery gold specialty. And so I did those. I did anything I could. And I just had strips of these colors, and so I just kept doing it until I was out of the cardstock. But look at that gold distressed leaf. How gorgeous is that? So I have just a whole bunch and said, yay, I have fun card making supplies here now, right? So with that, I might stamp the leaves on those big open ones. I don't know. I don't want to take away from that beautiful gold veining that I'm going to put on them. You know? Yeah. Absolutely love this. And I said once I started die cutting, I couldn't stop, and I just kept going. So let's set that aside for a minute. All right, here we go. Looks kind of familiar. I've got a Cajun Craze. Love Cajun Craze, actually. It's a great color. With Old Olive this time. Cajun Craze and Old Olive, gorgeous together. Really good together. Write it down. Cajun Craze, Old Olive, if you want some fall colors. Then we have our layer for the front and our insides. Okay? So we're just going to set that aside. I'm going to put this back here and use my, oh, this is the one where I do not want to use the washi tape. Now notice on this one, you do not get numbers because you are not layering this. So this is just going to go over the whole thing. And I'm going to go ahead and put my washi tape down now on the template. And the cardstock underneath won't move. You know, just be aware of it, right? Okay, so now here's the fun thing, because we're going to get into some multi-colors here. So I'm going to bring in my, no, let's bring in the, let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to do some Calypso Coral. And I'm going to come in, just start doing some corners of it with that Calypso Coral. All right. Now be careful, you've got these veins in these leaves that come out, and so you want to be a little careful when you're swirling around not to pull them up, you know what I mean? So I'm going to bring in my Old Olive. Bring those leaves swirling on in. I'll let some of it be really dark. Now some of it's getting into the Calypso Coral, and I'm okay with that because, you know, we have leaves that are changing colors. There we go. Then I'm going to bring in that Cajun Craze because I thought it would be really fun to get into that Cajun Craze and let it kind of go where the acorns are. So we've got some acorns that then have leaves. So I thought I would accent these acorns and darken them up really good. And then there's little acorns all around. Little acorn, little acorn. There's another little acorn. All right. And then I'll give a little touch of that Calypso Coral to a little bit of the Old Olive here and there, and maybe even a little to the Calypso Coral just to give a little more depth. All right. Are we ready to see what we have? Do you use the Magic Mat for die cutting? It makes a big difference with not curling your plastic cutting plates. Oh, no, I don't. All right. So, Sherry, if you do that, how do you adjust your metal plates? Your plates for that. Oh, looky how pretty that is. And you know, it just doesn't matter, right? You don't worry about where your color's going because look how pretty this leaf looks with a bit of the different colors happening. We've got the old olive, but it's starting to get touches of those other colors there. It just looks like typical leaves that are changing colors. It is so cool. And then look at those darkened in acorns. Aren't they cute? I love saying acorns. Acorns. Oh, love it. What a great background. Now, I think this background needs a little spritzing. So I'm going to grab my, I didn't use crushed curry. I don't think it matters. Oops, that end's not going to work. I don't think it matters. So I'm going to just come in and pop a little bit of splatter on my project. Yay! Love it. So there we are, kind of a spattered background. Oh, and look at it against these colors. How good is that? Calypso coral, Cajun craze, old olive. Great colors. Okay, so now we got to grab some of these. Yep. So I'm actually going to glue these down. Just like that. All right, and then let me just dump. Then I thought I wanted to do kind of a see how that goes, you guys? How pretty is that, huh? Okay, what I'm gonna do is use my blending brush real quick. Is it that one? No, it's this one. And I want to give this leaf a little bit of color. You might not think you see anything, but it is. Okay. All right. So we've got that. Now the other thing I'm going to do is just to get this going. I did not use adhesive sheets on the back of this. They're just too, the paper's just so thin. It'd be so hard for me to get it off, so I'm just going to use a bit of my little fine tip here. Sorry, it's like watching paint dry with me doing this, isn't it? Sorry. My demonstrator gathering friends are going to love our get-together. I think I've mentioned that before. On the 10th, Sunday the 10th. Each quarter I try to bring our team together. There we go. So we'll let that one do its thing. And then I think I'm just going to be bringing in some other pretty, we're just going to make a conglomeration of leaves, you guys. This color, maybe a couple of these and another yellow, I think. We'll see what that gives us. Oh my gosh, look at all the card making possibilities. When it's, you know, when you're sitting there and you're die cutting out for a project and you've got a whole strip, just do it. just do a whole bunch. You will be so happy you did. Okay. So my idea is that this is going to kind of be here. I do not want, well, I should show you what I'm going to do first. And I think this might be where this comes in handy. I think I'm going to have a thing right there, so that's going to dictate that. So let's do that first. Oh, where's my white? Where's my white? Friend, where's my white? Sorry, you guys, I just need a piece of white. All right, here's my piece of white. And I was going to stamp the thank you, but I don't think the thank you is going to work. Thank you is definitely not going to work in that. Bummer. That's all right. We'll get it to work on something else. So I'm going to do the thank you, and the thank you I think is going to be in the, well, I'm going to try in the Old Olive or the Cajun Craze, and then you guys can tell me what you think I should use. My Cajun Craze is feeling pretty tired. There's the Cajun Craze. And here is the Old Olive. Cajun Craze, Old Olive. Cajun Craze, Old Olive. Oh, thanks, Sherry. I'll have to look that up. What you guys think? Well, you guys let me know if you want the Old Olive or Cajun Craze. I'm gonna grab another die. Cajun, just because I like green. Old Olive, Cajun Craze. Oh, everybody's liking Cajun much more. Okay, we'll do Cajun. All right, so let's see. I don't think these will work. Nope. Oh. This is, oh, nope. Yep. My stitched rectangles is what we'll use. Look at me trying to hurry, you guys. And you know what? It's not the first Wednesday of September. And first week of the month is Prize Patrol. And I'm thinking how we're doing here. You know, I could maybe Prize Patrol anyway. Just because it's fun, right? Oh. So you guys, I want to remind you of my kit with me. Oh, what's wrong with you? Go. Sorry, I just think I'm weak. Old Olive. Oh. All right. How about if I sponge with a little Old Olive? Will that make you feel better, guys? But anyway, the kit with me. You can sign up through September 15th for the Kit with Me event, which is a $10 event for all of those fabulous projects. What was it? 5 cards, 3 packagings, and then the rest of your tags. Do you see how many die sets I pulled out just for that, you guys? My goodness, what I do for you. They were all kind of right there, so I was like, let me just grab them. Is this Old Olive? Yes, it is. But anyway, you'll have to have the festive tags kit if you want to do the projects like the projects I'm doing for it. But there you go with the Old Olive sponging around. My sister-in-law Pam would be so happy. So there we go. That's going to go there. So now that I know that, that will help me figure out where my blitz of leaves are going. All those die cut leaves that I had done. So let's put that right there. Let's now take a look how this is going to go. This guy's going to come right here. I do not want to cover up its beauty for sure. And then this little guy can go here. This little one can come out and go down here. I can then bring in and tuck a beautiful, like, now I'm covering up my background. Isn't that funny? This one can come out kind of on top of this one, like so. Kind of want to keep it close together though. So this guy is going to get covered up a little bit more. Okay, I'm just going to do it. We'll figure it out. It'll all be good. I can even have one on top. Oh, let's just do it, Mary. Just do it. All right. I am going to use just a little glue. Once you start getting on layering things, I find that liquid glue is just a better idea because it can kind of seep down in. We're going to do that. Then I think all right, go right there. Bring this one back. Oh yes. It is so fun to just play around with where is this one gonna go? Where's this one gonna go? Sometimes you just don't know until you do it. Beautiful. And then this little one can kind of peek out right there. Oh my gosh, you guys, these, oh, the metallic. If you are getting my paper share, you are gonna love this metallic ones for sure. For sure. Now these are awfully big. I think I'm going to leave it with that, and then I might put a little one on top of. We'll see. I'm going to have this go right to the Old Olive edge and not the white edge, just so a little more of the leaves. Ooh, looky that. Now let's see. I'm looking for a little yellow, no, a little Calypso coral. That's a little much. I don't think I'm able to. Let's see. Maybe another little yellow one like right here. I just don't think that's needed or looks good. I think, do you guys think I'm done, or do I need to tuck another little one like right there. I don't know, that starts to look like some creature. It's getting a little busy, exactly. All right, we're stopping there. Sometimes you just got to know when to stop, right? Now, the other thing I can do, because this is a little plain to me, is I could grab the speckled gems. And I could throw in do I need to throw in a third one? Yep, there we go. Oh, I don't know. I might like this one better than my first one. Nah, I do think my sunflower ones, I really like that one. All right, and so let's get our inside all glued down. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh. There we go. Thank you. The card says thank you. And this is our couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. That sentiment goes perfect. Told you my Cajun Craze was being a little worn. Need to do some re-inking on it. It's not something I use very often, right? Then you guys, where is our template? Where's our template? Where's our template? Where's our leaf? Where's our leaves? Oh, where's the leaf? Here it is. Okay. How could I do this? I don't think I can. But let's take one of our pretty little leaves and put it in there. Ooh, I think it might be raining outside. I can hear it. There we go. Look at that beautiful background. Oh, that I call a full up card there for sure, you guys. Oh my goodness. It's great. Oh, it's 7:02, you guys. You want to hang? I've got one more. Got one more. Those of you that have to go, I understand. I understand. Oh no. Here it is. But I wanted to show you the beautiful snowflakes. And I'm going to show you a little bit different how I'm going to do this one. I know some of you can't and you have to go, and I understand. If I call your name for a prize and you're not here, it's okay. I'll still make sure you get it. Now notice I'm not doing the template full straight on it. So of course now I'm going to do balmy blue. We've got to get our head out of fall now, right? And I've got my balmy blue, and I have a big blending brush. It's just the bigger blending brushes work really well for, when you're doing a whole, oh goodness, didn't mean to get that dark, but okay, it got dark. And then I'm going to move it and go very light. And you know what, guys? I have to turn it over because that did not do what I wanted it to do. I got lines. I don't want lines. Ugh. I wasn't thinking clearly. it down like this. We'll try this again. I can't go on this edge here. I don't want to go on that edge. And I need to come over a little more. I want to go lighter. I don't want it that dark. And again, I want to be careful not to go on this edge. You don't want a straight line of ink going down your card. That's much better. Okay. There we are. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Just dusty and nice, and that's our balmy blue. And then I'm going to come in with our Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to stamp Peace on Earth, Goodwill to All. And that comes from the Hope and Peace stamp set. This Hope and Peace stamp set, I'm not sure where it's at. I'm not sure if it's clearance rack or I think it's clearance rack. I don't know. I know you're glad you got those. Yes, for sure. But look at how pretty that Misty Moonlight is. Peace on Earth, Goodwill. And then you guys, oh my gosh. So yeah, remember these. Remember these snowflakes? These pretty lacy snowflakes, yes. Well, I happen to have some, but let me go ahead and glue some things together. So I have Misty Moonlight cardstock layer that then I'm going to put on a thick basic white base. All right, how pretty is that, right? But now bring in these pretty little snowflake here. Can put a pretty one right there. You can even, if you wanted to, I took one and cut it in half. And maybe you want one down here too. Or maybe you want to take and put half of it here. Or you can leave it just like that, but I think I really love the idea of having more snowflakes. So I cut it in half, and I'm going to put one right here. Just like that. And I really don't know that I want to put, oh, I do kind of like it though. I'm going to put that one there. I like these snowflakes just being all over there. They're not taking away from the snowflakes that you just stenciled. I think they're just adding just some bling. And you're not having to die cut out other snowflakes or things like that. These aren't available anymore. But then we have the, oh, where are they? I moved them. Oh, they were our blingies. Where'd they go? Aha, these right here. They are the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. And now these beautiful icy guys are going to go right in the center and go right here on these little half ones. I don't care that they're half, they're gonna get a whole little gem to just be beautiful. How awesome is that? Now I'm gonna stop there, you guys, because for the inside of this card, I would want to have my Misty Moonlight layer, which I will put in, but then I used my basic white piece to die cut out the thank you with the autumn card, and it was for this card, so that's how that's gonna work. It needs another piece, and I don't have another piece right now, so you know. What do you guys think, though? I mean, just if you have any kind of papery snowflakes or anything like that, but you've got the nice, pretty snowflakes in the background, and then all of this yumminess. All right, so let me put these up, put that up. Ooh. I'm going to put the 3 cards out. Then I will make sure I have everyone listed. Now you can tell me, which did you like best? I have to say I'm still pretty partial to my first one. Remind you of the colors. Oh, I have the, let me grab the one with the garden green background. There. Garden green, wild wheat, pumpkin pie, calypso coral, Cajun craze, old olive, calypso coral, misty moonlight, balmy blue. That was easy, huh? All right, so get missed. So which card did you like most? Char, Nichelle. Lots of you came after I put my book down. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm going to do prizes. But you'll have to have patience with me, right? Since I'm doing prizes. For my friends back 3 hours away, thank you so much for sticking with me. Oh my gosh. $13. Says I have 15 people. Oh no. Oh, Carol. Hello, Carol. Carol. Got Sherry. Nichelle. Oh, Patricia Arnold. There we are. Welcome again, Patricia. Thanks for joining in. Oh, definitely. Yeah, fall for sure. Hey, those of you who love Halloween, you want to, thinking of doing like a fun, frightfully fun kind of Stampin' night for Halloween. What do you think? I think that would be fun. I think that would be really fun. Okay, let me grab some prizes. Oh, goodness. Right behind me. All right. Well, I could do this. Oh, I could do those. I could do more of those. Sure. Okay. I got a few things. All right. So I have a package of the new classic gift card envelopes that are coming in the mini. Oh, yes, please, Susan says. And that's going to go to number 7, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, Lynn! Linda Worth, did you order the classic gift card envelopes? Because number 7 has your name on it. So let me know. Because maybe if you already ordered them, you wouldn't want them. So just let me know. Okay, great. So those are for you. Gift envelopes. Those are perfect to put like inside a card, right? Yay, Lynn, says Colleen. So Colleen, I'm working on something that I'm going to send to you and Lynn. And okay, number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shar! Shar. I have a package of this balmy blue ribbon that's got the line of the ribbon in there. I don't think you've won this before, but that ribbon would go really well with the card we just did here. If you wanted to do some sort of cute little ribbon bow in the center of a snowflake, how fun would that be? So that is Miss Shar. So Shar got the balmy blue. So you guys, when I remember, I'll make sure that you fill out the cafe treats form. It'll be for September now, okay? Even though it was tonight, it won't happen right. It's for September. So does that mean, you guys, next Wednesday I have to do prizes again? I don't have a 17. Oh, but I do have an 11, 9. Sherry! Miss Sherry! Sherry, I have the Bloomin' Pearls. The new Bloomin' Pearls for you. Look at these pretty little things. What I really like about these, see the tiny, tiny ones right here? We need more tiny, tiny, tiny ones. I love that there's tiny ones in here. So those are yours, Miss Sherry. Bloomin' Pearls. They go with the one of the things that's not a holiday thing in the new mini. Hey, and now I have another package of the glow-in-the-dark bats and ghosts. Nobody wants those, right? Nobody cares about the ghosts and goblins. All right, so I want you guys to check out my events. I also want you to check out my links when I put this up onto YouTube for the Kit With Me paper share. I still have 2 reserve kits available for anybody who might. Number 14 is Carol. Carol, would you like the little the glow-in-the-dark ghosties and bats? Cindy, you have a great night too. You have a great night too. Oh, I know, V. Isn't that true? Great, Carol. All right, you guys. Well, my goodness, how much fun is that tonight? I am so happy that you joined me. Thank you so much. I hope you join me again next Wednesday. But also, hey, Friday, 6 o'clock on YouTube. It's my week 1. My week 1 of the frightfully fun Friday night stamping. So it'll be my first one. It's going to be fun. I'm going to use the cute Halloween guys and do a really cute treat package for Halloween. So that'll be Friday, this Friday at 6 o'clock, just like this time, okay? On YouTube. Thanks so much, guys. I'll send you the link for the September Prize Patrol. And prizes that you just won tonight. Please do put your full address. That just helps me when I do my mailing. I don't have to go look for cities and states and all of that in different places. So thanks so much, guys. And until next time, happy stampin'.